Okay, y'all. Good morning. It's what is it, Wednesday morning, and I had this tree job over here scheduled for today, and it's $2,500 for trimming a few trees along the back side of her property, and also gonna run the new brush cutter in there too. I factored in about, lightly, if I had a guy out here with me, probably a solid day, maybe a little bit more than a day. Maybe, when I say a day, and I don't know how everybody else does it, but when I say a day, you're talking about maybe 6 hours on the job. The rest of it is, getting things ready for the job and all that. So the job is in my neighborhood. I think I might have showed it to y'all, a couple of months ago. But we were going to wait until all the leaves died down, fell off the trees and everything. So I told her she said, I don't care when you do it, Ray. I'm going out of town. I'll be in and out just whenever you want to. And she's a regular customer of mine, been my customer, well, probably for at least 10 years. And I do her brothers and her cousins as well. So it's just more work that I set up, back late summer, for the winter time. Now I did not even have the new skid steer when me and her initially talked about this work. So yeah, y'all been over there at the house before. I may even fly my drone some today, but I'm so close to home. A lot of reasons, and I'll just tell y'all this, so a lot of reasons why I don't get a lot of drone footage is the FAA and all, they're kind of funny about where they let you fly the drone. It used to not be as strict as it is now. Like over at the bamboo site, I used to get a lot of footage over there, but now I can't fly it over there without being connected to a Wi-Fi network. That means I got to be up around the house to fly, and then sometimes it still don't want to work right. So that's why I don't get a lot of drone footage is, I just don't, I don't want to take the time to get all these codes and stuff, and everything to punch in to be able to do the drone footage. It might take me 30 minutes to do it, and it still might not work right. So whenever you're close to an airport, and I don't know how close you have to be, over at the bamboo site, I used to be able to fly my drone over there at will. But now, after, I guess about a year or so ago, they made it where I can't just fly it over there. I have to, I have to get permission. And then I have to, log into an account. And then it's just a bunch of shit. People over the years have asked me what kind of drone I have. And I don't know if y'all can see this. But this is my drone. It's the DJI Pro, about $1,000 drone. Yeah, and what I like about this drone is it has its own screen. The goal is I'm going to get in the Kia, I'm going to back up to the man lift, and I'm going to take the man lift over here to this job and set it all up. What I need is to have the forks with me over there too. So that means I'm gonna have to undo the machine, pick the forks up, because I got them right here, and put them on the trailer. But considering that the job is just right, I mean, it's like literally, right here. I don't have to really be super efficient or nothing. And considering it's winter time, I'm solo, blah, blah, blah. If I can make this $2,500 and it takes me 2 days, I'm good with that. That's, but like I said, it's 9:15 right now and I ain't even got over there yet. So, but nobody's really clocking my time or nothing. It doesn't matter because I'm doing it by the job. So that's my goal. As far as Bo and help over here, I really don't need help. I'm gonna show y'all how I can make, and if I wanted to work all day And if I'd have got over there earlier, like at 8:30 or whatever, I could have done this job by myself in a day. Now, it would have taken me a good day. I would have been over there, you know, to 3 or 4 o'clock. But if you're solo, man, and you can make, you know, $1,250 a day, I mean, and when I say a day, that's not really a full 8-hour shift or nothing. If the job paying $2,500, I was gonna have Bo come over there, but see, Bo's so, yeah, so scatterbrained and all. It's difficult to have him on these jobs, man, where it's not just typical mowing and stuff, because he doesn't know what to do and he can't take direction. It ain't that he doesn't try, most he does, but he just doesn't listen real well. And he does what he thinks he needs to do. And most of the time on jobs that are not lawn maintenance, and even on the lawn maintenance stuff, what he thinks he needs to do and what needs to happen is two opposite things. If we're up to Bo, on a typical yard that takes me solo, you know, 25 or 30 minutes, if I take Bo to that job, a typical job, it's going to take me 25, 30 minutes. The job might be done a little bit better, but the frustration level is off the chain, you know. So yeah, without further ado, let me get the man lift over there and get it situated. Y'all see it looking all gravy baby. But this is what you got to be looking at when you're placing the man lift. Well, number one, this thing right here, see that blocker right there? That means I can't go that way, right? I have to go all the way around this way. So what I'll do is, I'm thinking about just pulling through the front yard and coming right through here and just dropping it. Okay, so the scope of the job is pretty, I mean, the brush cutter's gonna do a lot of this, but this tree right here, you see, y'all see it? We're gonna get that tree, right? That whole tree. So, I'm not worried about the stump, not doing a lot of digging. I'm gonna drag the ground, so I cut the lawn over here. So, these are cedar trees that she had removed. Well, I cut them about, I don't know, it's probably been 5 or 6 years ago. We're gonna see if we can dig them out. And you know, this line right here is a dead line. She's like, okay. So that leaning tree, and then we're gonna come through here and we're gonna cut all the limbs off on this side, you know. That makes sense. All along the wood line here, right? We're gonna reach up and cut. And yeah, and y'all see the woods too, right? That's what the brush cutter is gonna do. And most everything in these woods has been here for a long time. So yeah. Over here, of course, I'm gonna get some of these roots up that we've been hitting with the mowers for years. The property line goes all the way to this fence right here. So we'll probably take this branch off too. The more I look at it, I mean, it'd be good to have the skid steer and the man lift here at the same time. Cause see, I can put the my new brush cutter on, and I can chop that limb up. But see, these neighbors right here are real funny, and you can see the line. It's like, y'all see it right there. This neighbor right here is real funny about the property line and everything, because he said something to me before about when I cutting the grass, blowing grass his way. The thing is, he built a fence that is like 15 feet on her property over there. So he's not really one to be talking. But once we get to all this with the brush cutter, that'll be easy. The man lift stuff is the labor stuff. Chucky's gonna do all this, right? We're gonna go back. I'll show y'all. We're gonna get all this underbrush, right? We're gonna take all these limbs off these trees all along the wood line. Try to dig up those 2 cedars. I don't know, I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time there, but yeah. And we'll trim this tree. We'll probably take this one out and just go right along through here. But you got to be careful of with the man lift. You can't get the man lift on too odd of a grade, because it won't work. So, but you see in the woods here, and I'm gonna try to get some good footage. I don't know exactly where I'll set y'all up at, but we're gonna push this line back about 40 feet. Now we're not, of course, we're not taking out no great big trees, but you can see all the trash in this. Look at these big vines and stuff. So see, there would be no point in doing all this. I mean, we're gonna at least go back to this gully and right over the other side of this gully. All this that you see. And see, look at this tree right here. See, you got to be watching out what the hell you're doing. You don't want that to fall on you. And mainly, you know, just clear it all out, man, you know. So I'm gonna get some before pictures, and then we'll get some after pictures. But the cameras, they don't do good in the extreme heat or the extreme cold. You can see where people over the years have just, you know, she had some work done. I didn't even do this. I've never dropped nothing in the back. Well, she paid me to haul those cedar trees off. So we'll go all the way over across here, all in here, and we'll get to this gully here. And if you walk over here, there's a big runoff ditch right here. It's about 75 or 80 feet that way. But you see all the vines and stuff? Boy, I'm gonna love doing this shit, man. Let's get the man lift work done. I'll get over here with some skid steer and spend 3 hours in here with the skid steer. Oh my God, it's gonna be so nice. It's gonna look so much better. And her property goes back pretty far, but she doesn't want to go back too far. And that's okay with me. I mean, she's my neighbor. She's a regular customer of mine. She's good people, and that's how it goes. So y'all see, I got that tree. I just got the trunk left there. Not a big deal, I can cut it off. Now, I did not use the saw bigger than a 12-inch bar. So the pole saw, the Milwaukee pole saw, the M18, it's got a 8-inch bar on it. But the 201T, the little saw, It's got a 12-inch bar, and I cut that whole tree down with it. And I can finish it up with it too. So, and I got some of this tree right here too. But I'm gonna take a break, and yeah. So y'all see, the lift will not allow me to use it on this slope right here. So that's as high as I can get it right there on the ground, and it's ready to go right now. But when I get down here to this slopey area right here, I can't, it won't level off enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit that little tree right there, and we're just trimming the branches now. Then I'm gonna come on down to the flat spot right here where my tracks are, where that table is right there, and set it up again. And I'll get this tree, trimming it, and then these over here are pretty easy. Yeah, y'all saw how easy I got those cedar stumps up. So, and it needs cleaning up, but you know, somebody with some big lobber, see, that'd be a good thing for Bo to do. So he'd be good at that, cutting all the roots and smoothing that out. But Bo ain't here, so yeah. Y'all see, I got all of them trimmed all the way, right? You know, 3.5 hours, not bad. Yeah, probably spend about 4 hours over here today. Well, maybe 4.5 or so. I'm gonna go on and pull up about 10 feet so I can get this one, that big branch right there. She's concerned about that branch. But see, when I get up there, man, I've been cutting everything. See, nobody expected me to cut all that. Look at all that debris. We need a freaking chipper. You got one. We'll see. But I've been using that Milwaukee pole saw for all those cuts, y'all. For everything, other than, you know, when I could reach it with my little saw. But that battery still has 2 bars left. Yeah. So let me pull it up just a little bit so I can go on and get that little bit right there. It won't take but just a minute.